Mia-san, welcome back. It's continuing Ace Attorney month. We're starting the third game in the original trilogy, Trials and Tribulations. Let's get this started. Our first episode is Turnabout Memories. How did I get into this mess? Well, that's not good. Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't hang out with her. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. What did you do? Oh, Pheonix! Oh, poor Pheonix. Oh, dear God. It wasn't me. I didn't... I didn't do it! Oh, Pheonix! Oh, my poor baby boy, Pheonix! 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. April 11th, 9:40 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. They all look the same, everybody! Every defendant lobby looks the same. Whew, it's finally time. I'm kinda nervous. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning.
Ah, Mia, please calm yourself. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know?
What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I am relaxed.
Let go of my labials. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
I don't think this is my first time in court, Mr. Grossberg. I think that I've been here before. But, yeah, talk to me. Actually, this is my second time in court. Yeah, see? Already have the ban, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's my boss. How does this work?
Still, you surprise me. What with...
Get over here.
Earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. Well, that doesn't get good.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant...
What? Every single lawyer barely gets any time to know what they're going to be doing. I don't feel like this is a bad thing. It's not the best thing, but hey, I never know what my cases are. So, I think I'm still on top of it. Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think.
Oh dear. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you so nervous.
I will try my best. I make no promises.
You see that poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just wanted to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no problem. Achoo! Achoo! Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye? Wait, did you just call him Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screwed up all the time. How do they screw up Wright? You just gotta say, I'm right. I mean, at most they might screw up the W and the R, but I don't get where she got Rye from right. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. It's a Japanese custom. Anytime you feel like you're sick, you put on a little sick mask and you try not to spread your germs. Quite honestly, it doesn't do anything, which is why the rest of the world doesn't do the same thing. It's not helpful. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. You'll still give it to other people, Pheonix. It's not just you sneezing that's gonna spread your lovely cold. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. You have everything to fear, but, if you are truly innocent, I promise I will... Why would you say that? If you are truly innocent, I would say I believe in you, Pheonix, and I will save you. Please, let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client and for myself. I feel like we're just gonna be in trouble. That's all I feel. Oh, not you, Winston Payne. I don't like dealing with you. But it's part of the core for the first case.
Court is now in session for the trial of Pheonix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense for today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Well, your impression was wrong, Mr. Judge. I actually don't know his name. I don't think he has a name. He's just the judge. Yes, well, you see, don't talk. Don't say a word, Mia. You are about to screw everything up. Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. He's still here. That's why your little lie doesn't work.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing right next to you?
Yes. His emergency says he cannot be the lead defense. That's my excuse. Yes, well, yeah.
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think we have no clue if we can't handle this.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. I'm sorry, second trial, not my first trial. Try again. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Yes, he was, and he failed. He failed miserably. Thank you for failing miserably, Mr. Payne. Now then, I'd like to proceed with the summary of the events of the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. Oh, you guys are gonna realize why that is hilarious later on. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
It sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police. I'm sorry, repeat your lovely thing where I apparently bungled my getaway. Cause, I'd like to say I didn't need to get away.
That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts the photo into record as evidence.
Yay, we have a photo!
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacincy. I have no clue what that word is or how to say it, so I apologize, guys. Is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death. Oh yeah, did he now? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hunch, hunch. I think I know exactly what he did. An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Yeah, stop beating around the bush, dude! Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this.
I would love to take this question,
Because I could own your little, whatever that little thing is for your hair. I will destroy that thing because I am an expert defense attorney. Even if I'm the wrong person at the moment. A simple question, I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a gent. Whoa! Whoa! Hey! You need to learn not to say stuff like this because your brother copies you. And I don't need to deal with two Paynes doing the exact same stuff. What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
A perfect opportunity. Well, what is it? The cause? Go on.
Please say you know at least that much. I do. I know everything about this case. Don't look at me like that. I'm so sorry I didn't get the chance to read through the whole file. I totally did.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now, see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record, but you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see that by touching the court record button. Oh my goodness. Again, guys, this proves that you can jump in this series at any game, and they introduce you how to play the game, and it's not hard, and it's not too spoilerific. There are a couple of spoilers, but quite honestly, they're not bad. And I will tell you about them, because I also don't want you guys to feel spoiled if you guys want to try and watch some of these in order.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good look and look hard at the data in there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I've got to stay calm. I can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. I'm not letting him get the better of me. The court record. Okay, I don't need to take a look at the court record. Leave me alone, Mia.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Electrocution, Your Honor. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps?
That would have been awesome if that had happened. The answer to this will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. You need to shut your mouth right now. Motive is not everything. Sometimes people kill for no reason. So, go shove your motive in a corner and don't use it as evidence against my client. Thank you very much. Apparently there was some sort of bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Yeah. You can't say it's bad blood if it was one little tiny argument that happened one day and that was it. Okay? You shut up, Mr. Payne.
Bad blood?
What do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. I don't either, Mia. I hate his smug attitude. His brother is worse. His ancestor is just a globbernoodle. Globbernoodle, everybody. Try to figure out what I actually meant by globbernoodle. I dare you. That's Winston Payne. Winston Payne! I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna laugh at that every single time I hear it because it's just every time I hear his full name, I just laugh. Both him and his brother, I just laugh. I just laugh. I can't do it. Okay, get serious. He's one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. I'm sorry, who calls him the rookie killer? Because, my understanding, he's about to get wiped on the floor by, 2 rookies in his career. So, try again for your nickname, Mr. Payne. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all of our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it in old Greybeard's face. Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are there as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence to be sure to go over all the blah blah blah. I know. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Pheonix Wright and the victim? I know exactly who this is. Everybody. This right here. This is your warning. This is your warning that I hate this person. I hate her to all extents. She is, no, she is my least favorite character in Ace Attorney. And you will know why. I present to you, Delilah Hawthorne! The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Delilah Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Miss Fey. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. You need to get your stupid smug attitude out of my face, dude. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Pheonix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
She does, but it's not the way you think, Mr. Payne. You really need to get a reality check. He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Trust me, it's very simple for me to just snap my judge back into place. Don't worry about it, Mr. Grossberg. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Pheonix Wright.
Okay, that's a little awkward. What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fey, it's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? Oh, the button. The defense has no objections. Very well. I think we probably should have objected, but at the same time, there's no reason. The court calls Mr. Pheonix Wright to the witness stand.
That's right, Mr. Wright. We're gonna... Don't lie to me, please. Don't lie to me, Pheonix. I can't take that. Well, I could, but I don't want to. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes. My name is Pheonix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. We're a student, Pheonix. A student. Put that as your title. No, he means what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, achoo! I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspect on the death of your fellow student, Doug But I didn't do it! Don't interrupt the prosecution. As much as I love that you did it because I hate him, don't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was achoo! Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I. Let's do this. I admit I was there. But I'm not the killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Pheonix! Why? How do you know, stuck-up British wannabe? My question, Pheonix, how do you know that? How do you have that information if you haven't talked to this guy? If you don't know this guy? How do you know that information? Nitpicking all the way is what leads you to the end of the case. Always nitpick. Until you nitpick too far, and then you have to go, oh, I'm sorry, I nitpicked too far. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Whew, it looks like the judge understands. Mia, we have to cross-examine. And Pheonix just said something that totally contradicts his point. We are in deep doo-doo. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be?
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if the witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statement will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction? Yes, I've already caught it. Please, continue moving on, Mia. Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fey. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. He did lie to me. You lied to me! You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Yes, he did. He lied to my face. But it's okay, Pheonix. I know why you lied. I will help you. It's not going to be as bad as you think it is. Except for Delilah. Delilah is going to be in so much trouble because I hate her. And that's not a spoiler, guys. It's not a spoiler. Within 5 seconds of meeting that character and the whole fact that she was the girlfriend of both of these guys, it's very obvious. I don't think I've spoiled half of what you guys are going to see from her. I don't even think I've spoiled anything. No, I just hate her. That's all I've said. I hate her. You guys will see why I hate her. And you guys will probably hate her with me. Okay, I need to go to British Wannabe. And we're going to press you because why the hell do you know that? Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you had hardly knew him, then why would you say the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Oh, at least Mia caught on. Of course she caught on. I told her what to catch on to.
Da-da-dots. 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 Achoo!
Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not the killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well, he was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Crap. 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 Crap! Why would you do that, Pheonix? God, I hate you when you lie! Hey, you are bad at it!
See, I can totally do this.
Objection!
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Fey, is there some point to this line of questioning? Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute, he's wearing a leather jacket.
The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression you accidentally came across the body. Pheonix, oh, Pheonix, don't lie to me. Stop lying to me! But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me! Don't lie to my face! Please forgive me! Ah! Mia, you made our client cry. Let him. That pee on his chest doesn't stand for Pheonix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. Oh God, Mia, stop overreacting. It was a tiny white lie. A tiny white lie.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
I will own you. Do not test my patience, Mr. Payne.
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Ugh. Uh-oh, did I go too far? Yes, you did.
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
I don't like this line of questioning. Please shut up. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. Pheonix! Pheonix! Darn it, this is bad. I already feel bad. I already feel so horrible because of this line of questioning. He lost it. Does that have anything to do with this case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take another look at the crime scene photo.
Crap. Crap. Crap! What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X.
Objection!
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
Objection! Damn you! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt about it as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
Okay. Still means nothing, dude. Gotta have more than just fingerprints. What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify the killer as Pheonix Wright.
No, I think somebody put it in his hand. Because guess what?
We don't pick up a bottle of cold killer and expect it to lead to our murderer if we're on the brink of death. Ugh! Dude, have some common sense. That's not how it works.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and the bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
The court needs to accept that Mr. Payne can't conduct a good investigation.
Also, the victim's wristwatch is broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids.
Oh, your poor hemorrhoids can go shove it. The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, then around 3 we split up. Then later when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it lying around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Achoo! 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 I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
I find it hard to believe that you find anything credible because you are an uncredible git of a man. Oh my goodness, Mr. Payne. Uber noggin.
Miss Fey, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Alrighty. Cross-examination. I want more information about this.
Hold it!
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details? I want more about the pharmacology department. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much though. A little bit earlier, in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use a non-standard voltage, so there's high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables.
I see a cause of death right there. That's all I'm seeing from that. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Alright, I want to know about when you lost your bottle. Thank you.
Hold it!
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious.
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I feel the exact same way, Mia. Trust me. I feel the exact same way.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately his time of death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
Hey, I found nothing wrong with the testimony, and as long as I find nothing wrong, I say let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is You are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? High voltage electrical cables! If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish murder method. Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Fey?
I believe that we were able to piece together everything we've heard until now. We should be able to solve this mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite a brash statement coming from a rookie. But even the beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substand their arguments with evidence.
Huh, of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. I had not, Mia, so I've got you back.
Now then, Miss Fey, please let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. Well, we're gonna go take that first photo.
As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fey, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
It's that lovely little cable right there that's broken.
Take that!
Well, actually, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use for their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable...
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
You just were biding your time to make me solve your stupid case. Go and die in a pit. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't like the Paynes. If it hasn't been obvious through any of these cases, don't toy with me, old man.
No. The victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant.
I'm sorry, what gave you that idea?
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that established that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes. It was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hands.
I'm sorry, time out here, Mr. Payne. Your victim is face first on the ground, so unless those fingerprints happen to be on the back of that jacket, try again. If they're on the front of his jacket, that means he fell onto his back, thus did not fall to die in the way that he is dead. I win, you lose, try again later, loser! At least I'm gonna try to prove that. What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electric cable.
Again? No! He cannot have! The victim is lying on that fingerprint, that palm print. It cannot have been done that way, you loser! You failure! Do you not have a logical bone in your body? Apparently not, but hey, I will prove to you. Logic wins. Order! 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 That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. There is totally reasons to continue, Your Honor. Just let me do my job. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Mr. Grossberg! My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. I'm sorry, Mr. Grossberg. Again, your hemorrhoids are liars to your face. Because guess what? He ain't guilty. I ain't giving up on him. And you better suck it up, Mr. Grossberg. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict on this case.
Hold it!
Yeah, no, hold it! Hold it, everybody! I have contradictions to all of you. So, I win, you lose, let's get on with my life. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fey? This is what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. And if you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fey? No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. It's so heartfelt. We've already established the No, you have not! You have established that you have a shoddy job at doing your job. God, I've already proven a contradiction in my little tiny expose because I nitpick too much. But dude, learn to look at your case better.
There's no further need for him to say anything.
Cough, cough. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright, I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need to further...
I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. It's my fault that Doug Swallow is dead. No! No, you didn't! That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. See? He falls on his back. Boom! Victory! That's not how he died. I win, you lose, I win. Suck it up and go on home, Mr. Payne. What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think that I was a murderer for sure. Well, as things certainly stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
I am not! Damn it, Judge! You need to let me finish my statements! Please give me one more chance to explain! This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fey? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. Ugh. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Your hemorrhoids need to get control over themselves. He was talking bad about Dolly, you pushed him. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
It is not. I get to cross-examine. Shut your pie hole, Mr. Payne. God. I hate this man, and this man cannot do his job.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Fey, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination...
I know! God damn it, Judge, I know! I will get the truth, and you will see, Mr. Judge, you're gonna see that I'm going to solve this case, because I already know the truth, even though I never did any investigation. I know what's happened, and I can do a better job of being a prosecutor than your stupid prosecutor. Anyway, back to the story without me being a weirdo and making voices and saying things to a judge in a fictional game. Questions.
I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. I want to know more details about that noise. That sounds interesting.
Hold it!
Loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of...
I'm sorry, a snap is not the sound of somebody being electrocuted. Go shut your pie hole! Oh!
Objection!
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. I want to ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah, could it be? Could it have been? Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us! When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh?
And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kinda like the owner. Pheonix! Low blow to a dead guy! Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Fey, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony desk now?
Well, of course it's important. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
The court agrees to the defense request. Witness, please add the bit about your cheap umbrella to your testimony. Okay, crime scene photo
Objection!
1. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I am going to own your little white pansiness because I have evidence. Owned, take it or leave it. Take another look at the crime scene photo. Uh-huh. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Order! 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 The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
Objection!
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
But
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
I feel good. I feel so much better because of that. I must say, I still find it hard to believe. That huge hole has been blown into the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well done, Mia. You need to shut up, Payne. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness?
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Delilah Hawthorne.
Delilah Hawthorne. You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor.
Alrighty. I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring her out.
The defendant's very own lover is a witness to this whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Woo! Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, I will listen to the testimony of Miss Delilah Hawthorne.
April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. Miss Fey, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's all right. At least you told the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah, so I guess I can start to relax, huh? Relax, my dear. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I know she will. I don't think so. I don't think anybody who has testimony for the prosecution is gonna help you, Pheonix. Why do you think that? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and, Miss Delilah Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. 8 months ago? She apparently was with Doug Swallow 8 months ago. See the connections? It's too much of a coincidence. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. Huh? She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It's certainly a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Delilah's present is borrowed. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. I'm seeing connections. Very, very bad connections. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Delilah Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Okay, well, yes. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Alrighty, everybody! That is it for the first part of episode 1 of Trials and Tribulations, the third game in the original Pheonix Wright trilogy. Thank you all for joining me again for Ace Attorney Month, and I'm sorry I'm flubbing over my words a little bit. I am so excited to get to you guys some more Ace Attorney content. Every single Ace Attorney game is somehow going to make its way to the channel eventually, but a good majority of it is happening this month. Obviously, when you guys see this video, I will literally be getting Spirit of Justice underway. This should be coming out, like, literally. This should be out the morning before the morning that I get Spirit of Justice, this video should be out. And you should be seeing Spirit of Justice videos following suit.
as such as you see, lovely page turn now. This is our lovely ending page. You can click on that top button to watch the original Pheonix Wright game and the episodes that we have out so far. New episodes are coming soon, so keep your eyes open. You can also click on that bottom button down below to be head on over to our Ace Attorney Investigations walkthrough. Let's use our logic to solve a crime. You can also click on that big red subscribe button down below to subscribe to the channel today and enjoy even more content. It's Ace Attorney Month, guys, so there is so much Ace Attorney content, and I cannot wait for you all to see what I have in store for you. Anyway, thank you all for coming and joining me on this episode of Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye, guys.